Okay, it's been reported, there's alleged report by the presidency that any moment from now, Tinubu is setting Kanu free because Peter Obi has finally decided to join the ADC camp. And there's serious tension and pressure in Aso Rock where it's been reported that Tinubu is ready to release Nnamdi Kanu finally because he knows that releasing Nnamdi Kanu will put Peter Obi in a panic state. Do you think that do you think that Tinubu will do the needful by releasing Peter Obi, Nnamdi Kanu because Peter Obi has joined this?
It's unfortunate that the newly appointed replacement for Christopher Musa have actually started making very irrelevant statements concerning how the absence of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa has brought or reduced in their own thinking that insecurity in this entire southeast. Yes, you come to calculate it because most Nigerians and of course the international community are still watching. Ever since that pronouncement was made against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria seems to be running helter-skelter for solution. Immediately that judgment came, the spirit of the little spirit they have as a source of living in Nigeria left them entirely. That was when we started having series of invasion. Gumi is on the run. The Sultan of Sokoto have disappeared, has left his palace, is on the run because of a superior power has actually got involved into the years of calamity of this country. Whether Bola Ahmed Tinubu like it or not, the Northerners are saying they are not the one that actually imprisoned Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and it is the Yorubas that actually carried out, and to so many Igbo youth out there. I'm not talking of the political class from the southeastern part of the country. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about those who are very relevant, productive force. Resistant forces in Igbo land, in Biafra land, let me just put it that way, are asking questions. How come that the Fulanis, that was dreaded or feared, was not able to carry out that kind of judgment against the most prominent and most popular Igbo son, Biafran son in the world today. But the judgment could not hold water. But what I was saying is that, damage control is on the side of the federal government, because it seems that everything seems to be backfiring now, and it's very clear. I don't know how Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to step into the Biafran land and seek vote. We are the only person that is being seen all over the world as the order, law and order. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has also, I'll always say it, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is law and order. No politician, no Abuja base, no Fulani induced, no Fulani infiltration can command the kind of influence Mazen Nnamdi commands, both within and outside the Biafran land. So I think to an extent, he didn't foresee most of these things coming, because you can see what is coming from the international community. You can see the pressures, you can see in the foreign invasion in Nigeria for the first time in the history of Nigeria. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu, like always said, has brought a lot of calamity to the corporate existence of this country, and based on what they have already tailored, they thought that they would have appeased the North by sentencing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and we have their names, and I can tell you from number 1 name to number 10, that conspired, that were involved in that process, we are all Yorubas, signaling that the Dutch nation you are talking about, unfortunately, that phrase has not been able to be proven with the reality on ground. The entire political class, the entire grassroots base, both in South and Southeast, you can see the unification that is going on, that we needed to erase the entire demarcation, infiltration by the Fulani and the Yoruba Fulani DIA, who has constituted themselves as authorities in this country, to make sure that they continue to align with the British conquest of divide and rule, and creating Niger Delta, South, which is nothing. But the unification is ongoing. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should forget about contesting election. I want to say this severally because nobody's going to vote for him. His record within the international community, apart from France, before we get to the point of going to the ballot or undertaking democratic process for election 2027, I don't think that Emmanuel Macron, who happens to be his closest ally or friend, or I don't know how they are romancing to this point, would definitely not be the president of France. So who is going to defend Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Which nation, of influence is he going to run to? So, so the only best thing, like the Southern of Sokoto have started telling him, since you carried out this calamity, what has befell the entire political geographical zone, is have never happened in the history of the North. Come and take Yamazin Nnamdi Kanu away from Sokoto. That's what they're telling him now. So how are you going to do that?
His spirit is one.
Yes, because that's he's an innocent man. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, no matter how you look at it, he's an innocent man. But his presence, that sentence has brought, victory for him. It's a very big, eye-opening to so many people. And a lot of people have started asking questions both within and, of course, Omotosho, I learned that Omotosho is very sick. He's been taken to, a clinic somewhere, hidden somewhere within outside the country for him to get a normal treatment because he's psychological. I learned that he's not more normal. In fact, James Omotosho is bedridden. I'm talking to you now.
Will you not be shocked when you see him giant in the face?
No, see, it's a done deal. You understand? The only thing, even Obi, the only thing that can guarantee Obi's success or Tinubu's political relevance somehow is for him to adopt Obi, hand over the APC structures to Obi, and let Obi continue from 2026. But as it stands now, the North are not going to vote for him. He might try to scratch some level of vote from the middle belt, So that's why you are seeing this networking now. He's trying to get relevant, talk to several people and all that, get the CDS or that, get the Minister of Defense or that, get Ribadu, people, please advise me. I didn't know it is going to get to this level that I need to bring Mazin Nnamdi Kanu out. In whichever means, whether by law or by whatever, whichever means it is, please let us get this man out because they didn't see it coming. Obi has defected from Labour Party to ADC, and you can see the level of defection that came with that, movement, and you can see, let's say a difference of 3 million votes. Obi has 6. Atiku has 7 or 8, or thereabout. He had 9. So if you calculate it now, you know that the man is gone. And the situation wasn't actually like this. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is a determinant factor. There's no two way. You don't need to tell. It's a by commission, whatever is a determinant
But
factor.
do you not think if Tinubu releases Nnamdi Kanu before the election, this will sway vote to the side come 2027?
Yes, I see.
Because the Southeastern, they'll be happy as regards Tinubu finally releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Do you not think it's playing a political game?
Mazin Nnamdi Kanu does not look like someone who is afraid, and his followers look at him before they ever take a decision. It depends on the body language of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, whether he's going to actually get a sympathy vote, from the Biafra land. That is it. If Mazin Nnamdi comes out and says, okay, yes, if they survive what is coming to Nigeria, and there is still Nigeria between 2026 and 2027, the re-election processes, whether he likes, let him give all the institutional of rigging in Nigeria, the INEC and judiciary, 100 billions of naira. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu will be the only one that will determine the direction and the directive of which the process of re-electing the present president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, back to power. Outside that, nothing. And I can tell you that he's already on his way to Bodlam or Osun, wherever he comes from.
But you are saying this, but do you not think like of what is Kanu, they said nothing like Biafra, that Biafra doesn't exist.
Like Umar,
2027,
yes. Umar, he said that. Umar, he said how psychophancy at the highest level, mockery at the highest level. These are people who run Fulani DNA. That their paternity should be questioned within the entire Biafran land. And I'm telling you, the I'm telling you, their paternity. You can see how they crawl to power. Who we are there, what we are there saying, at least we know the history of the Umayyads in Ebonyi State. We know the history of, and the so-called number 4 or whatever he claimed himself, the unfortunate Benjamin Carlo. We know this on Carlo. We know how he cried when they not want to squeeze him to the gutters. But today, it's because they have fully realized and aligned with the agents of anti-Igbo. Then they are coming to tell us. I just have one question for David Umar here and not Sokalo very clearly. In this present administration, we have the Southeast as a region with only one minister. How many ministers did Bola Ahmed Tinubu appoint from just one state in the entire Southwest region? From Ogun State alone, it's more than 5 ministers. Then the entire Eastern Bloc have only one minister. And so when you look at somebody like David Umahi and making those things that the Biafran we are looking for has already been given us by
Bola Ahmed. Service interest.
Ross, you can look at the context very well. They are extremely jealous of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has taken from them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taken pride from them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taken virtually, anything that a politician is seen to possess. Mazi Kanu has stripped them completely from there. So whether Bola Ahmed Tinubu like it or not, yes, I know that he has there's a security emergency meeting in that regard, and they have concluded that there's going to issue an executive order, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released, so that he will not see that he didn't go through a certain process. After all, he sent him to prison, and now he has also freed him, because did not have distanced themselves, dismantle anything that has to do with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And the only way is capitalizing on the Southern Bloc, both South, complete South, to actually, vote for him, and that's why he has decided to release Mazi Nnamdi.